That's a bingo.
Some boys are into monsters, some boys are into sports, some boys are into cars. I was always into movies. But I actually remember my parents even saying, oh, Quentin's gonna grow up and be a director someday. Just because they just knew how much I loved movies. I didn't even think I knew what a director was then. And when you're younger and you see movies and you know that that's what you want to be part of, you probably want to be an actor because that's what you see, that's the tangible thing. I started like at an acting class, but I realized I really wasn't like a lot of the other students. They were about acting, they were about getting jobs, they were about becoming movie stars. I was really about cinema. I was really about movies and about the history of movies and the future of movies. My heroes had actually become directors. Right. They weren't actors. I wanted to become an actor so I could work with Sergio Leone or work with Martin Scorsese or learn Japanese and go to Japan and work with Akira Kurosawa. Learn Italian, work with Mario Bava. That's what I wanted to do. Right. I just kind of realized, I don't think this acting thing is for me. I don't think appearing in movies isn't enough. I want the movies to be mine. Right. I want it to be mine. Just being in it isn't enough. I want to figure out what the movie is. I want to own the movie. Once you actually start thinking about directing, if you look at something like Good and the Bad and the Ugly or Once Upon a Time in the West, well, that's directing. You can actually literally see what the director does and the way the characters enter frame and exit frame and the way the camera does its thing. It's like almost like a directing school. Doesn't mean you have to direct like that, but it shows you what directing is. Right. Shows you cinematically. But as far as like dealing with actors and writing the characters and dealing with them and getting the best out of them and being able to talk actor talk. I was all about my shots, but I wasn't all about the lenses and the lighting and all that stuff that maybe a lot of film students at the time were. What I could do is put a bunch of actors in a room and get the best out of them.
You're sitting there like a fucking baboon.
What is that?
Well, I mean, there's a few things with Sam. I mean, we like a lot of the same kind of movies, all right? So it's not like he doesn't get it. He comes from theater, so he comes from, the work ethic of like the play is the thing. That's what we're doing here. He knows his dialogue, left, right, and center, upwards and downwards. But then the thing that makes our relationship is just nobody says my dialogue the way Sam Jackson does.
This is a tasty burger.
You're a bang! And the bride receives a bullet in the side of her head. Cut to black screen. The fourth film by Quentin Tarantino. I don't really have one favorite part. Each part is my favorite part at that given time. And right when I'm kind of done with it and sick and tired of it, it's usually over. Right. And now I'm moving on to another part that's really exciting. So it's like, it's not that I think editing is so much more fun than shooting, or shooting is so much more fun than writing. Writing is a tremendous amount of fun for me now. I really have a great time. But when I'm done with the script, I'm sick of writing. I'm done it now. Now I want to put the material on its feet. Now I want to make it better. And now I want to put in the other voices and the other people. And now we're going to leave that document in the dust and do something even better than that. But after shooting forever, I'm done with it by the time I'm done, and now editing just seems so great, and it seems now it's more of a solitary experience again, as opposed to this carnival. Right. It's a little closer to writing again, and so it's between those three sections. It's the writing and the directing and editing. By the time that's over, now for the first time you're really looking at it like a movie.